Welcome back. It's another day and I let these sit to air dry for a couple of days. They're drying very nicely, as you can see. They're nice and hard, but I'm getting ready to stick these in the oven. I may go out and dig up a bunch more, cut them down because I used quite a bit over the last couple of days while I've been cooking. So today what you need is a cookie sheet, a large cookie sheet, some parchment paper or wax paper, but I like parchment paper. You want to set your oven to its lowest temperature. My stove's lowest temperature is 170. But first we need to rinse things because I haven't rinsed anything yet. These don't smell like anything. If you're wondering, it smells like grass. So these really need a good rinse. Now these are going to be very wet, so my suggestion is, you can go through a roll of paper towels trying to dry them off, but I would grab a couple of old towels, that you use for cleaning or dusting or whatever, or kitchen towels are fine too. Lay these out on top, pat down, and get rid of some of the excess liquid, water that's in them, because it'll take 5 times as long to dry if you try to just put them on the sheet wet. Just won't work. What are the benefits to purple dead nettle? The main reason I have harvested this wild herb, if you will, or plant, is it helps with allergies. It's like an antihistamine. So this will become very useful during pollen season and other allergies that people may have throughout the spring. Oh, woof, woof, woof. She's telling them the cat's eating her food. She's not liking it. Purple dead nettle also has benefits of anti-inflammatory. It's good for a topical for scrapes and bug bites. It's good for water retention. What the hell you call that? It's a diuretic. There we go. It can be used as a diuretic. Here, I have a regular hand towel, kitchen towel, and I laid a couple of layers of paper towels on top. So I am going to take these out, spread them out. I rinse them for a while in hot water. And they're fairly dry, whatever is dripped out of them, for the most part. But there's some with some excess. I can still feel it. So you want to get that out. And as you can see, there's still excess. I'm going to open this other towel, put it on top. Okay. It's better than it was. I'm gonna flip them over. Give them another pat. That's pretty much as dry as I think I'm gonna get these. It's not too bad. Okay, so next what you're going to do is you're going to lay these out, but you don't want them really on top of each other. You kind of want to spread them out a little bit. Which means you'll probably have to do maybe 2 or 3. I might have to do 2 or 3. This can be done with teas. You can drink it. It is also made into tinctures, great for allergies. You can make it into a salve with like beeswax. As I said, it's great for cuts and scrapes and bee stings, bug bites, anything that's itchy or irritating, skin irritations. So I'm looking forward to doing something like that this spring. Okay, I'm gonna get these in the oven. So remember to preheat your oven to its lowest setting, and you're gonna do these in increments of 10 minutes. The thicker they are, the little bit longer they have to go, and you're gonna check them. So when you take them out, they should literally crumble in your hands. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
We'll be back. Okay, so I just pulled these out of the oven, and I'll have you know that they have been in there for 35 minutes. So they are just starting to get crunchy. See? Get like halfway there. So I'm gonna put them in for another 15 minutes. Nah, maybe not even. I'll try 10 minutes. I'll put them in for another 10 minutes, and that'll be 45 minutes that I have had them cooking on my lowest temperature. Okay. So here the violets are done, and again, you know they're done when they disintegrate like so. But I don't want to do that. I have this beautiful little container here, and what I am going to do is gently infusing it. This is great for tea. This is actually an anti-inflammatory. I'll put up the benefits of this, I forget. Rest, I think I'll put the rest of this on my altar. That'll work. Pretty and useful. In the end, you should have some wonderful dried product that smells aromatic and crumbles. This smells like tea. It's a sweet smell. It didn't smell that great when I was washing it, but while it was baking in the oven, it smelled amazing, and it smells amazing now. So you can put this in a tea bag, something that's biodegradable, non-bleached, like the brown paper tea bags, and you can make yourself a nice tea that is anti-inflammatory and antihistamine. It can also be used as a diuretic, so also be careful how much of this you drink. Then we have these lovely, lovely, oh, these are not done. Apparently, I have dried these out in the oven, but apparently they're soft, which is not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these back out and let the air get to them, because I had dried them yesterday in the oven. Yep. These I still have to dry. If you notice, the color is more pale. I'm gonna let these dry out. I may even put the oven back on. I have to anyway. I gotta finish doing these chives. These are the garlic chives that I pulled from my garden that I planted last year. They're a little bit flatter than the ones I was grabbing out of my backyard, but they still taste and smell the same. Different seed. These, I got heirloom seeds, and the ones I pulled from my backyard came in by the wind. So, anywho, I'll get back to you on that. This should have been nice and crispy. It was yesterday. It irritates me. What happened here is the green parts, okay? If they are not fully dried, come on, focus. If they are not fully dried, and you put it in a container, then it'll regain moisture. Since they're such tiny little delicate petals, and the base of the flower are a little bit thicker, I'm gonna definitely dry them again. So I have my cookie sheet out from yesterday, still lined with parchment paper, which I can reuse. So we're gonna do these, and I'm gonna do these. Okay, so I put these in a bigger container. And they're nice and dry now. You see how I can crush them up with no issue. Maybe because I had it in this small container. Might have been why. Anyway, and the chives are just about done. The flat ones, they're all done. There's a couple like, you know, these that are still a little soft. So I threw it back in for another 10 minutes. I would say this has been going about a half an hour, probably go just under an hour. But this is what you want. You want it to make noise, you want it to be hard. Okay? You want it nice and hard. And any soup or anything that you add this to will end up being, it will soften up, you know, like dried things do. But these are too soft still, so we're gonna cook those a little bit longer. All right, we are done. So you can tell a little easier. You start over, I just burned myself. You can see a little easier because the thicker ones have changed color. Instead of being a clearish, it's now like yellow. You can see them. So I know that they're done. They're hard. See? And that's what you want. So I am going to put them into the container I had yesterday, and these were the chives that I air dried versus the ones I just did in the oven. And they have the same consistency, with the difference of the white ones stayed white instead of turning that yellowish color because of the heat. So there you go. I have done in the last day and a half, 2 days, I have picked flowers and herbs, dried them out, and now they're ready for food or medicinal use and teas. And there's your sign. We're done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next As My Garden Grows. Blessed be.